is coming. Does Alone have his as well? They both do. Alone has a mango. Pushing this whole wave into the tower, Quinn should be able to get the most of it. Obviously has the luxury on this hero of being able to... Oh, hang on, that was not a kill I was expecting.
Yeah, that's without the onslaught needed, so just was caught off by the Bramble and good old-fashioned trample from Leslau.
Willow plus Primal Beast, a nasty lane to play support into. Got to be very careful with your positioning. Yeah, I did not have an eye on that lane, but was mainly focused on mid because I think that is going to largely once again be the story of the game. Not that, I mean, to be fair, last game maybe the biggest story was that off lane, but I think this time it's clear cut that Dalai Lama will be doing better. So I'm very curious how SF versus Lesh goes. If either hero dies to the other a single time, it changes the lane by a lot, as both heroes are very prone to snowballing. So
yep, and this bottom lane is the one that we haven't talked about. We're going to see the rebound partially avoided there from Yawar. But he's stuck inside the Nether Toxin now, and you can see the Viper versus Monkey King matchup. He gets disposed and he gets killed.
yep.
The acid test.
SS with the Purge creep got rid of some of the poison attack stacks, but just not enough. And Monkey King with a 1-1-0 skill build didn't have Jingu. I think if he has Jingu there, he probably survives actually. Then he can just fight back, hit Marcy 4 times and go for the stun. But has opted for the spells for farming and for protection.
So
not the right choice that time.
in the early stages, Wildcard winning bot.
that sounds like what most pub players would. Not really. Felt like that was a pretty good guess. Yeah, he needs to find a long road to recovery here.
And even the Primal Beast not doing super hot. Leslau about to hit level 6 though, as Quinn going to the high ground, but he's going to be spotted. Oh, the cookie's on. These familiars set up a potential kill here onto Fata, not even able to get off Terrorize.
Ripple raise.
Yep, alone
The
4-0-1.
is so nice for Shadow Fiend when you hit the second raise.
My. Actually gets the Requiem on Yawar, but the balance strike is there. The rebound actually gets dodged, but not going to be able to dodge that scatter blast, as Wildcard are just everywhere right now. They only have a 1k lead. Why do I feel like they're up by...
I mean, they are ahead of every counterpart in the enemy team except the supports, right? So
Yeah, the supports are struggling mom-wise. As you're going to see some action in the mid lane. Quinn is dead again. Holy jeez. 0-2-1 now, as Alone and company can pressure this tier 1 tower. They have the siege creep to boot.
yeah, we were worried about, or at least I was, for Wildcard's ability to make plays, but man, they got so much value out of these 2 power runes and playing around mid heavily. Alone is now 4-0-2. They found a lot more utility out of Marcy in this game because she's playing with Viper and has more freedom to do what she wants since the lane wasn't as hard. And really just going from crushing bottom to crushing mid.
Oh, they're picking MSS. They know exactly where he is. Man, Wildcard is really stepping it up in this game number 2. Now trying to take out those creeps, actually dodge the Centaur Stomp as well, so... Really well played from Wildcard as they now have a 2k lead. Yawar forced into the jungle, like you said, going for the Midas, but he's a full 1,000 away from finishing that. Feels like Leslau and Lesh are gonna have to make some space for their Monkey King this game.
Much like Cordwood before Axe's axe, Dire's top tower is under attack. Has come to Radiant's
Alone, he's got his Falcon Blade. And
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Is he going for Dragonlance? Is that being delivered right now? Let's see.
Dire's top
Like that's
tower
probably a
has fallen.
Dragonlance.
Pretty surprising that the first tower of the game goes the way of Soniqs, actually. They get the top tower. They're not going to defend bottom, though, so this will be a trade. I don't think they have any interest in showing up down here, but a little bit ahead of the curve there with the push will give them a little more time and a little more space, and Yawar is very much in need of that, so he will say thank you very much and take a full top wave here. And, I mean, considering how atrocious the start was, he's kind of recovered somewhat, right? He's 4K network, it's the same network as his offlaner.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Actually does not die. He is backed up by a bunch of his teammates, but the cookie into the pig pole. Creeps get dropped.
And kills a bird.
Dire's middle tower
That's
is
something.
not what it used to be.
Ornithologist in shambles.
Dire's middle tower is
Leslau.
under attack.
Pretty hard to have impact when you don't really crush your lane on a Primal Beast until you're able to get this BKB.
That's
But
what it
obviously,
seems like happens in a lot of these primal games, right?
Yeah,
like,
it's very lane stage dependent.
I think the majority of primal games we've had in NA here have just not impressed me. And it's not like from a player perspective of, oh, they're just not playing the hero correctly. It's just the hero has some clear limitations, and if you don't get past them, a lot of the time you end up with this awkward hero that has to charge in but doesn't want to, and that just feels very awkward. Obviously, Leslau will get a decently timed BKB at this game, in this game at the rate it's going. That's 66 CS and 2 kills. It's not terrible, but still quite some ground to cover before we're there.
And
Road
it's
number
gonna
1
be,
wildcard them for this tournament. Very good at identifying.
Terrorize available, but it'll just be the Bramble. So Alone with the Aegis now. Wildcard looking pretty good.
Great call to go Roche. I think, honestly, over all the NA teams, I think this is Wildcard's quality as a team. It's them identifying that they can kill Roche. I think they do